Good morning, everybody. This is Bronson's By Any Means Necessary Fantasy Baseball Talk for Monday, July 4th, 2022. Happy Independence Day for those in the United States. This is the day where we celebrate our freedom from the tyranny of the English monarchy, and now we are under the tyranny of old white people who think that everything needs to stay the same as it was 50, 60 years ago instead of changing with the times. This is our Independence Day. We celebrate our freedom by lighting off fireworks. That's a big thing here. But there's a lot of towns, including the town that I live in, Vancouver, Washington, that is banning fireworks in the city limits. Is that stopping anybody? Of course not. But it's just such a dumb rule. Why even bother? You can't enforce it, and nobody's gonna follow it. So I don't. This is in a case like this, I feel bad for the police because they have to try to enforce this thing that is just a complete laughingstock to every citizen that lives here. So normally I don't feel bad for them, but I do in this situation. I'm filming this a little early today because I've got some things I want to do later today. With the whole Uber Eats thing, I typically work later in the day. Sometimes I start around this time to deliver some breakfast stuff if it's busy. But normally I wait till around noon. Noon-ish, 1 o'clock. Stay out till 9. It varies depending on what my goal is for the day. I'm actually gonna take today off though. I might go out later tonight because they got for 4th of July they got some boosters for 9 to midnight, 9 p.m. to midnight. So I might go out around that time, even though I don't typically like to go out at that time because I hate sitting in drive-through lines. I know like 98% of the country is lazy and they would rather sit for 45 minutes in a drive-through line than park and walk in and be out in less than 5 minutes. But I'm not that person. I can't stand sitting in a drive-through. So that's why I don't like to drive after 9 because that's when a lot of these fast food places, their lobby is closed. If they're even open at all. There's still some businesses around here that don't have an open lobby at all. But most of them do. But those that don't, those that do close at 9-ish, in most cases, and I don't want to deal with drive-through because that slows me down too. If I have to go sit in drive-through for half hour, 45 minutes, that's a half hour, 45 minutes. I'm not getting deliveries, right? So if I can get in and out in 5 instead of 30, that's 6 more deliveries I can get out in a shorter period of time. So that's why I just don't typically go out, stay out after 9. Then in the couple of instances where I've been very choosy. I don't take fast food orders. I do like, pizza places or something. Somewhere I can walk into the restaurant still. And so my goal for last week, for this week that just finished, was I wanted to make $700 for the week, which I know is kind of low. But, it was my first full week doing it. So I wanted to, keep it kind of conservative. I got to 700 no problem yesterday. With less than 35 hours of work, less than 35 hours of drive time. So, it's a little bit less than I was making when I was working, 45, 50 hours a week. But, it was 34 hours, 21 minutes of drive time. And I got to over $700. I'm pretty impressed with that. I think I'm going to raise my goal for next week. I'm going to shoot for 800 this week. Because the week ended on Sunday. So it's Monday to Sunday is the week. My check gets deposited tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be every Monday. So last week was my first one. They deposited on Monday. I got access to it Tuesday, but this is a holiday week, so I don't know if that's going to change things. If I don't get it till Wednesday, it's not a big deal. I'm not hurting for money. So 800. I'm going to raise the goal to 800 next week, and I think 800 sounds like a pretty solid goal, weekly goal. That's over $3,000 a month, right there. I think I can live on that. Especially while I still have my job at UPS. So that provides a modest income as well. So I should be okay. Even though it's $700 a month, I can live because my rent is only my rent's only $800. So I can basically pay my rent with one check because I get paid weekly, and then I can use the other 3 weeks to use it for vacation or something, or apparently it's really expensive to move. I need a box truck or some with a big van or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure it out. But I was looking at quotes last night. It's really expensive, so that's a little overwhelming. I gotta figure something out. But I'm looking for places. I got a couple of leads. There's a couple of guys who've DM'd me on Facebook, looking for roommates, and one of them was really interesting to me. It's a great location in Tucson that I really want to be in. It's a couple of guys who are like, artsy, into the music scene. They're not super young, I think they're late 20s or something, so not college age, but they're also not old. So I think I can fit in pretty well there, and so I'm hoping that they will contact me again. I heard from them on Saturday night. Didn't hear from them yesterday, so I don't know. Hopefully I can get that sorted out though, and then figure out how I'm gonna get my stuff down there, or if I'm just gonna pay for a storage unit to keep it here and just take the essentials. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to get out of this city. I'm at peace. It's very freeing, very liberating to know that I don't have to I don't have to worry about the women in the city anymore. I don't have to, also, I intend, when I get this check from Uber Eats, I just paid my July rent Friday, and I'm going to pay my August rent with this one, so I can get that shit out of the way, and then I can just focus on moving, because September is when I want to move. In September, I want to be down there early in September, and so just get my rent, just take care of my rent for the next couple months here, and not have to worry about that, and just focus on either going on a trip or spending my money on moving, whatever it is I gotta do. It'll be very liberating. Uber Eats is definitely a lot less stressful than my last job, even though I did enjoy my last job. I do miss it. I miss the exercise most especially. I miss the people that I worked with. But it's nice not having coworkers. It's nice not having a boss. It's nice being able to work when I want, take a break when I want to. I was able to take a break when I wanted to with Uber Eats too. Or with SSP at the airport too. But it's just different. It's completely different. It's just much less stress free. I don't really know how to articulate it or explain it, but I'm much happier. I'm a lot. I don't feel like I have the weight of the world on my shoulders anymore. My boss used to call me Atlas, which I really thought was a great nickname. I really like that nickname, Atlas. And, Atlas in Greek mythology is the man who carries the world on his shoulders. I like that nickname. But yeah, that is how I felt there for the last year. It was all on me, and it was very stressful environment on a daily basis. And it's nice to be removed from that. But let's get to the baseball stuff. I don't have a lot for you, unfortunately, here on Monday morning. I tried to look ahead at all the pitchers, probable pitchers for the next few days. There's not much listed after tomorrow. Wednesday is light, and Thursday, oh my God, there's only like 2 teams that have their pitchers listed for Thursday. So, Thursday. So I don't have a lot for you. Even in the days like Tuesday and Wednesday, there wasn't much to go off. So this early part of this week, there's not a lot of pitching for you. And hitters, I've done my 4 steaming hot hitters to add. I got 4 this week. I think I'm gonna start trimming it down to 3 because I'm having trouble the last couple of cycles. I'm having trouble getting 5, so I'm gonna trim it down to 3. So here's my 4. Elvis Andrus. Remember him? Let's throw it back to 2016. Elvis Andrus used to be a decent shortstop for the Rangers. Well, he's still a good shortstop defensively, but he used to be a decent hitter. Kind of hasn't been a good hitter for a few years, but in Oakland now, he's kind of having a little bit of a mini renaissance. And he may be worth adding there if you need some shortstop help. A couple of Pirates for you. You got Daniel Vogelbach. Talking about throwing it back to like 20, I don't know, when was the last time he was good? 2018 when he was in Seattle? 2018 maybe? The DH, at the National League, adding the DH has definitely helped Daniel Vogelbach become relevant again, as he is the primary DH for the Pirates. And he's kind of on a mini tear right now, so he could be worth having if you especially if your league requires you to carry a DH. Daniel Vogelbach's probably one of the better options out there. Jack Sawinski, another Pirate, an outfielder. His batting average is low, but his OPS is high. He's got a lot of power. He's hitting a lot of home runs. If you need some really cheap power, Jack Sawinski is your guy. And then Jarren Duran, the young outfielder for the Red Sox. He's currently the leadoff hitter for the Red Sox. He's currently playing every day. We'll see if that can continue when the Red Sox outfield gets a little bit more healthy. I suspect it will. I think Jarren Duran is talented enough. But even if not, well, daily baseball leagues are daily for a reason. You can drop him for the next hot hitter that I recommend on Thursday. So Jarren Duran for right now is a great pickup if you need some cheap production for a couple of days. Moving on to the pitchers. Again, I'm reminding you there's not much. I've got 1 for Tuesday and I've got 1 for Wednesday. I have 0 for Thursday. And part of the problem for Thursday is that there's just not a whole lot of pitchers listed. The teams haven't announced their rotation past Wednesday. So I'm sure if I'd have waited like I normally do and filmed this later tonight, maybe some things would have changed. But I'm trying to get this done early. Because 4th of July, I don't want to be home. I just don't want to be home. I get lonely on holidays, honestly. Like, holidays are the days holidays are the one day where I wish, like, I had somebody to spend it with, but, oh well. Tuesday, 1 pitcher. Yusei Kikuchi of the Blue Jays at the Oakland Athletics. He's coming off a really good performance in his last start. His last 3 starts has been 5+ strikeouts per outing. So we know that Yusei Kikuchi, when he's on, is a pretty good pitcher. It looks like he's on lately. So he's a hot hand to roll out there against a weak lineup tomorrow. And then Wednesday, Josiah Gray at the Phillies. Josiah Gray had a bad outing in his last start. That's why he's still under the 50% threshold. I think I said this last time. That if he had a good outing, he'd be above the 50% threshold and would no longer be in the streaming tier. While he had a bad one, he's still in the streaming tier. Let's see if he can bounce back against the Phillies. I suspect he will. He's had a pretty good year so far. I think that was his only bad outing. I know the Phillies have played a lot better since firing Joe Girardi, but still, I'm going to take my chances with Josiah Gray on Wednesday. And yeah, Thursday's goose eggs. Thursday got nothing for you. Sorry. Sorry, I couldn't do better for you. Sorry I failed you. But that's it. Not much else to say. Pretty shorter video than usual. Right? So I think you guys are probably thankful for that. I will have another one out for you on Thursday. Enjoy your 4th of July. Be safe. Don't be stupid. Don't blow your hand off. Don't set anything on fire. I don't know what else to say. Don't drink too much. Man, That's it. Peace, love, and nacho fries.